Hello summoners, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're gonna do another tier list update for the month of November. And we have a lot of changes this time because we have a new tier, because this one was getting extremely crowded and a lot of people commented about that. I'll scroll the list in the beginning itself, because otherwise a lot of people, they don't see these characters in the list and they comment that they're missing. And you have to kind of scroll in order to see. I will leave a link to the spreadsheet in the description and also the pinned comment if I remember, so that you can take a look at the list for yourself if you want. Yeah, let's get started. So first of all, let's talk about the buffs. So Karnak and Nebula. Karnak, I think it's a good buff. A lot of people were disappointed, at least in my comment section, but he was extremely terrible before the buff, and like every buff can't be Colossus and Magneto, so it's fine. I think he is much better now. The True Strike is not bad at all, like the SP1. It has a pretty decent duration increase, and the damage output has increased a lot for sure. It's kind of tricky that like if you want to go for True Strike, you are going to be sacrificing the some of the damage output, but it's all right. Like even then, he's not a noodle, and overall the damage is looking really nice. And then we have Nebula. Some people might expect, like a lot of, in ranking tech character video, a lot of people seem to really like Nebula now. It's still really early. I think the SP3 rotation makes a actually good character now, because earlier, blocking and holding, like holding a block for a long duration of time and building all the charges, she still had great damage before the buff, but it was not a very fun playstyle, and it wasn't a very practical playstyle because block damage was insane. But now, because you can just go for SP3, and then by the time you build 2 bars of power, you have max charges without having to hold blocks, so you can go for that big SP2. Damage wise, it's not that different from just holding block and using SP2, but again, because it's definitely a better playstyle in my opinion. So Nebula, she might go up. She has a lot of utility with the power control, immunities and stuff. The regeneration can also help, but yeah, we'll see. She might go up a tier in the future. If you think she should, do let me know all the reasons down in the comment section. And let's talk about the new character Sersi and Icarus. Icarus is not in this list, and that is on purpose, because he is bugged. And there was a forum post about it. I think his SP1, one thing was that every single hit of the SP1 was refreshing the incinerates, and now only the last hit is doing that. But even other than that, like Icarus is doing some things that he's not supposed to be doing or something. Probably look into the forums if you want to know more about that. But basically, it's hard to judge a character who is bugged, so I will not be ranking him in this tier list. So about Sersi, I think she's a decent character, like above average in the cosmic class, but at the same time, she can't compare with these guys either. She, like, her damage output was not bad at all, but she lacks utility if I remember correctly. And even damage wise, it's not like she can give Cosmic Ghost Rider or Hela with the Odin synergy a fight, so that's why she is a little bit lower. Although this is actually, like, most of these characters are still amazing. I have a rank 3 Cull Obsidian who absolutely like once you build him up, sometimes 2-3 heavy attacks and the fight is over. But yeah, let's talk about the characters in this tier and why I have chosen them to be in this tier. So Corvus, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Hercules and Hyperion, they are the top cosmic champions in my opinion. Now Null might get upgraded in the future. Again, very new. I try not to have extremely new characters in the very highest tiers, because we still need to see some, let's say, high tier alliance for gameplay, and let more people have him and use him in all sorts of stuff. Basically, probably like give 3-4 months time before placing them in the highest categories. But yeah, I think these 4 characters doesn't really have to be explained if you are playing Marvel Contest of Champions. They're just extremely solid on both damage and utility, like all 4 of them. Yeah, that's why they're there. I'd say in cosmic class it's pretty clear that these 4 should be here. In science, a lot of people will say Human Torch, a lot of people say Captain America Infinity War, some will say Void should be in this category. And the thing is, like, you put one, you have to put all the others as well. So that's why I think everyone agrees that Quake, if played correctly, is the best in science. So that's why she's here. And kind of the same logic with skill, because Shang-Chi, I considered putting him here, but then people will say if Shang-Chi is here, then Aegon should be here, and then people say it's Thor Ragnarok, maybe, I don't know. Basically all these characters, they're just extremely good. They are the best in the game, in their respective class. So yeah, I can definitely see why people will ask to put them in the highest tiers, but then this tier will basically become this tier and it will have a point. So yeah, mutant class, they definitely needed more slots because it is the best class in the game. Archangel, it's insane. With time, he's just getting better and better. Kind of crazy. Kitty Pryde, very new, not the most experienced with her. Recently pulled her as a 5-star, and I have her weakened now, but she has phase, and apparently any character that has phase automatically gets put in the highest tier. But she can do a lot of like cheesy stuff. I've seen her do a lot of amazing stuff in other people's videos, which is why she is here. Colossus, I'll say, without synergies could be here, but with synergies this guy is an absolute monster, considering you have him weakened at a high signature level. Like with all the armor ups, if you are using the Omega Red synergy and Emma Frost synergy, you are just spamming those SP2s and you are hitting absolutely ridiculously hard. He is amazing. He has the immunities as well, he has the armor ups, so there's not that much he can't do with synergies. And the thing is that the 2 synergies that you need are with Emma Frost and Omega Red, both insanely good characters by themselves either, so you're not really wasting slots like you would be, let's say, with Abomination. Where is he? Abomination with the Red Guardian synergy. I don't think Red Guardian is that bad, but like there are definitely situations where you would not want to bring him, whereas with Omega Red you can pretty much fit him in most of the quests. Then we have Magneto. Doesn't really need to be explained, best mutant in the game. If the opponent is #metal and you're going in with Magneto, it's hard to lose that fight. He is that overpowered against metal champions. He's not entirely useless against normal characters either. Yeah, he just has insane damage and he gets a lot of bonuses against #metals, like perfect blocks and stuff. And yeah, 1 SP3 pretty much finishes every single fight. And then you have Ghost, a lot of symbols here. By the way, if you, I don't know, where have I put my face cam? On the left, right? So you should be able to see these symbols here. She has 4 of them and we have just 4 symbols. So she doesn't, like, let me be very clear, she doesn't need synergy, she doesn't need to be weakened, she doesn't even need to set masteries, but if you have them, then she just becomes better. And you can probably add another of class boost, and you can add that emoji here as well, because with like Ghost by herself, extremely good character, but Ghost awaken at high signature level with synergies, with suicide masteries, with attack class boost is just, it's something that every MCOC player should experience at least once. It's really good. And then we have Dr. Doom, extremely versatile character, amazing attacker, amazing defender, amazing prestige, very broken in that way that he is so versatile, insane power control. Like he doesn't really shut down the opponent's power like someone would, like Magic would, but the control that you have after the first SP3, after that you can go for medium, light, medium, and SP1 gives you 2 bars of power, you block, you reparry, you do a 1-5 hit combo, back to SP3, do it all over again, get to SP2, launch that SP2 with double fury. Most fights that's the end pretty much. So I'll say in mutant class, you can make a case for pretty much all the characters here. They're all extremely strong. In tech, I kind of considered putting Ultron and Warlock in the highest class. They're definitely really good. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Ultron for some reason, because he has damage, and for some reason people think he doesn't have utility, but he has like triple immunity, bleed, poison, and slow. Even the slow immunity, I don't really know what good that does, but he has it. And if you have him awakened and at max sig, then he is also like, he reduces the duration of shock and incinerate by 80%. So 3 debuffs, he has immunity, 2 debuffs he can pretty much handle. That's a lot of immunities for one character, and on top of that he has his armor ups. I think with the Hulkbuster synergy he has a heal block, and he has some stuff basically is what I'm trying to say. And damage output wise, he can beat like if you have MODOK and Hulkbuster, he can beat Nick Fury in second phase in terms of damage output, and that's crazy. Like best bleeder, Ultron is the best bleeder in the game basically. And Warlock, he doesn't have the damage, it's not bad, but it is below average for a character in this category, but the utility is just insane. And you can say pretty much the exact same thing for Black Widow, Clairvoyant. They don't have the best damage, but they have the best utility, which earns them a spot here. And again, you can say Claire can come here, or Sorcerer, or Diablo. They are here, and Doom was the clear superior choice, which is why he's in the superior category. But that's pretty much gonna do it for this one. Do let me know how you feel about the tier list, and if you recommend any changes, do let me know the reasons in the comment section down below. And if I agree, then I will make the changes in the next tier list. And that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel for more content. We are extremely close to 10,000 subscribers, so yeah, hit that button and like this video, share with the lands. I might have already said that, but I don't remember. And goodbye.